Dr. Bello Mohammed Matawale emerged as the governor of Zamfara State by virtue of the judgment and order of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Hence, any step taken by him contrary to the judgment and order of the Supreme Court will not only be illegal but also immoral. By the substituting order of the Supreme Court, the All Progressive Congress did not contest election in May 2019 in Zamfara, and the candidates of the People's Democratic Party were all declared winners by the various elective posts in the state. By the judgment of the Supreme Court, the occupant of the seat of the governor of Zamfara State must be a People's Democratic Party faithful and not all progressive. Though the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is silent on the issue of defection of a sitting governor from the party under which he won his election to another party, one believes that this recurring issue of defection by governors can be put to rest by the courts in Nigeria whenever the opportunity is presented to the courts to determine the issue. A court of law can declare the office of the governor and deputy governor of any state vacant where the occupants of such seats defect from the party which nominated and sponsored them to contest the gubernatorial election in Nigeria and under whose platform they won election as candidates of the said party. Section 221 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, provides the following details. No association other than a political party shall canvass for votes of any candidate at any election or contribute to the funds of any political party or the election expenses of any candidate at an election. The Supreme Court, while interpreting the provisions of Section 221 of the Constitution, had variously held that independent candidature in election is not applicable in Nigeria, that in reality, and in keeping with Section 221 of the Constitution, it is the party which sponsors a candidate in an election and wins the election, since a candidate cannot contest an election without being sponsored by a party. Thus, votes are garnered on behalf of the political party in an election. It is not in dispute that Dr. Bello Matawale was nominated and sponsored to contest for the post of governor of Zamfara State in May 2019 by the People's Democratic Party (PDP). This clearly means that the governor of Zamfara State cannot abandon the party that nominated him and sponsored his election as the governor of Zamfara State without legal consequences. The legal consequences can only be determined by a court of law in a case properly brought before it in accordance with the provisions Section 6(6)(b) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, which provides for the judicial powers of the court in all matters between persons or between government or authorities to any person in Nigeria and to all actions and proceedings relating thereto for the determination of any question as to civil rights and obligations of that person. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has a right over who occupies the governorship seat in Zamfara State in view of the planned defection of the governor of Zamfara State from the PDP to the APC, and is therefore entitled to remedies properly sought before a court of law in the unlikely event that the governor defects. However, in pursuing this remedy, one will also consider the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in line with the judicial powers of the courts. It is to be noted that the Constitution did not provide for the removal of a governor from office by virtue of defection to another party, unlike Section 68(1)(g) of the Constitution, which provides for the vacation of the seat by the member of the National Assembly who defects to another party before the expiration of his term. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria provides in Section 188 for the removal of the governor from office, but not on the ground of defection to another party, whereas Section 189 also provides for the cessation of the term of office of the governor or deputy governor under certain circumstances which did not also include defection to another party. However, the big question is whether the Constitution is conclusive on the mode of removal of a governor or deputy governor from the office or the cessation of office of a governor. The answer to this question would lie in the judicial interpretation of the provisions of Section 188 and 189 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The writer is of the view that Section 188 and 189 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria are not conclusive on the issue of the grounds upon which a governor can be removed from office, especially by a court of law. The constitution of any country is usually called the organic law or grand norm of the people. It is the formulation of all the laws from which the institutions of the state derive their creation and legitimacy. It is the unifying force in the nation, and it apportions rights and imposes obligation on the people who are subject to its operations. The constitution of a nation is therefore a very important composite document, and its interpretation is subject to recognized canons of interpretation known to law and designed to enhance and sustain the reverence in which constitutions are held the world over. The Constitution could not have intended that a candidate who was nominated by a political party, sponsored by the political party, could defect under any circumstance to another political party without vacating the said seat which he occupies on behalf of the party that sponsored his election. Dr. Bello Mohammed Matawale, the governor of Zamfara state, should therefore have a rethink while allegedly making plans for defection to the All Progressive Congress APC from the People's Democratic Party PDP, that there could be a dire consequence in view of the substituting judgment and order of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Defection is not new thing among politicians. We've seen it. Ebonyi State Governor defected. He moved from the People's Democratic Party and joined the All Progressive Congress, and he's still the governor. I quite understand that, yes, an individual is not sponsored, it's the party. That is why if a party is disqualified, the candidate cannot still push unless you identify with another political party. That's how it works. And it's stated right now that it should come to that point because up to now it's only for the National Assembly. If you defect as a member of the National Assembly, you lose your seat. But right now, what the arguments are is that it's pushing for this same should apply to governors. Now, why they are serving as their term, if they choose to decamp, then that the office of the governor and the deputy governor will be declared vacant. Matawale of Zamfara state, there's been rumors and speculations about him defecting. There's really no smoke without fire. All of the moves, all of their political calculations is all for 2023 and their personal interests. Anyway, he's been warned that there are consequences. Let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.